Hello everyone, I'm Ngozi and today I'm here to talk about what's going on in Nigeria. I'm here to talk about SARS. It's been trending for the past week, 10 days, 15 days. So many read so many articles, have been doing so much research on this, and some of the sources say the SARS protest started as a result of a video going viral of a SARS police officer harassing and then eventually leading to the killing of a Nigerian citizen. So for people that don't know what SARS is, you may have been hearing about this for the first time. SARS stands for the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, which is a division of the Nigerian police. So at first when I was seeing a lot of these from some of my favorite YouTubers, they were talking about it. I personally never heard of SARS. I didn't really understand what it was, but I know that police brutality is nothing new in a country like Nigeria. I know I've heard about it a lot of times. People talk about how brutal. I've seen with my own eyes how some of the police there act. So it wasn't shocking to me, just that I wasn't familiar with the term. It's been founded since 1992, so it's not a new thing. It's not a new, division that just came out of nowhere. It's been around for a very, very, very long time. They go about harassing, sometimes torturing, beating, even killing Nigerian citizens. A lot of people talk about the target being Nigerian youth, specifically guys. Because of the anti-robbery squad, they're focused on a lot of trying to stop, the theft, the online fraud. Nigeria has a big issue with Yahoo boys. So a lot of people talk about how if you look fresh, if you look clean, if you look well-to-do, you're an automatic target, that they stop people who have tattoos, who have dreads, who have laptops, because, their idea is that if you have a laptop, you're scamming, which is, it's just ridiculous how deductive their thinking is. But people who have recent phones, they look at you like, why would you have a laptop and a nice phone? It's nothing else for them to do, online scamming. So I've been on Twitter. I don't even have a Twitter, but I've just been going on Twitter because a lot of people, you get a lot of detailed stories, a lot of detailed scenarios on Twitter. It's like so much going on there right now. And just reading some of the accounts, the stories. One girl talked about her friend was doing anatomy in college a couple years ago, 2018. And when they brought out the cadaver, which is a dead body to work on, she fainted because it was her brother that had been missing for 4 years. And they didn't know where he was, and they're now getting the information they're getting is that he was taken by SARS and killed, and his body ended up being a cadaver for anatomy class in Nigeria. So just crazy things like that you hear, just like, this is mad, like this doesn't make any type of sense. As recently as yesterday in Abuja, the protesters were attacked by random men in machetes. Even in Lagos, Alosa, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, up until even today, they're showing buses of air-conditioned luxury buses with just thugs coming out of them with knives, machetes, and it's just upsetting because I'm so proud of what Nigerians are doing. I grew up always telling my mother, Nigerians are too labor. Nigerians are too complacent. Nigerians don't complain. Nigerians just talk. They don't do anything. They don't fight. They don't do, because you come from an American Western system where I know my rights. If I go somewhere, I don't like this, I complain about the customer service. If I don't like something, I send out an email. I'm used to, fighting for my rights, but I feel bad now ever condemning or talking negatively about Nigerians because that is not a democracy. So I can't say that people don't fight. I can't say people don't complain. I read so many books. I'm really into African literature. I read so many Chimamanda books, and people have been complaining about this thing since the inception of a lot of African countries. But the issue is that a lot of these leaders are so brutal. So, for example, about this luxury bus filled with thugs and guys coming out with machetes and knives, somebody hired them. These guys don't even have $10 to them. Someone hired them, gave them money, put them on that bus, and sent them to go and terrorize protesters. So when you're living in a country where there's no law and order, or you're living in a country where you can't just say how you feel without fear of your life or fear about what can happen to you or your children, it makes sense why people are not so quick to protest. People are not so quick to fight. People are not so quick to complain because they understand the way their system works. So I'm just elated. When I say I'm elated, I am so happy. I'm just so happy that particularly Nigerian youth, are really standing up. Because let's be real, Nigeria has a population of what, almost 200 million? That's according to a census, which I don't even believe. I believe the population is way more than that. What can, let's say, max 100,000 government officials, policemen, plus president, what could they do amongst 199 million plus people? They can try. Trust me, I know that they would try. Like I said, I know these people are very brutal. They're so quick to shed blood, which is the frustrating part. I know that they would try, but when you think about the numbers, you think about it in terms of numbers, the citizens will always win because they have the numbers. And if they're really willing to sit up and fight, change can. I just really see this as the start of a revolution. I see some people complaining about, oh, Nigeria doesn't have light, they don't have water, they don't have infrastructure. Why are they worried about SARS? There's so many better things to worry about. Some comment, one of my YouTubers I watch, and I can see that person's point, but no. No matter what they're fighting about, no matter what they're protesting about, this is still a very serious thing, police brutality, it's a start. This is not going to end with just SARS. It's going to start with SARS. It's going to be, okay, now let's fix our education system. Let's fix our healthcare system. Let's fix this electricity situation. Let's do this. Let's do that. When people are used to protesting and voicing their opinion, and they start to see that they have that power, they're not going to just let it go that easily. It's going to be a start. I am so confident that Nigeria is about to start a revolution. This is the beginning of a revolution. I'm confident. I talk to my cousins, me and Nana talk about it all the time. I always say Nigeria needs a martyr. That's as simple. I say it all the time. And not to say they haven't had a martyr. Nigeria needs martyrs. I'm in America benefiting off of America because people died for me to be here. For me to be able to go to school and not be in a segregated classroom. For me to be able to get the best education I want and that's available to me. For me to be able to walk in a certain neighborhood. For me to be able to live in the neighborhood I live in. It's not by my doing. Somebody fought, someone died. Martin Luther King, to Huey P. Newton, all these people, specifically to the Black Civil Rights Movement, they died for me. So I saw at the same time, I feel as if, I know it's not easy. One life to lose is too much. I'm not telling people to go and die. That's not literally what I'm saying. But like, when we really think about it, these SARS, these people, they're killing people anyway. Let's be real. People are dying at the hands of brutality anyway. People are going to have to be willing to put their lives on the line. That's the only way we're going to see change. We need martyrs. Nigeria needs martyrs. I've been crying about this for years and years. There's going to be no change in Nigeria if people are not willing to put their bodies on the line. People are not willing to put their livelihood on the line. In terms of a revolution, I'm just blown away. Like I said, but from everything I've been seeing, I'm so proud. I'm so happy. My mood has been like high. Like, of course, there are people dying from the protest. About 10 people dying. So upsetting. That's why they have this Flutterwave going on. They've been raising a lot of money for the protesters, for food, for their hospital bills. Some people are getting beat up. Some people are not safe. So, I know that it's not easy. I know it's not easy to sacrifice, especially as a young person. You have your whole life ahead of you. It's not easy to go out and do what these people are doing. So I really applaud them. I am so blown away by their patriotism, their zeal, they're just doing amazing things. Some of the funds for the Flutterwave are using to send security. They have to send security to these protests because, like I said, like we know, Nigeria's a lawless country. People are trying it. Abuja just declared no more protests. That now they're using COVID-19 as an excuse, saying that it's not safe for people to be out because of COVID, due to COVID-19 spread. Meanwhile, they're opening NYSC camps. Nigeria basically is not even acknowledging COVID-19 anymore. People are living regular lives. People are having weddings. People are doing things like COVID is not even there. So you can't say that COVID is the reason why people should not be protesting when COVID doesn't become a problem for anything else happening in that country. Same thing with Lagos, what's going on right now. But saw clips. They went to, I believe, the deputy governor asking him what's going on. They claim Buhari finally made a statement that they're going to abolish, disband, SARS. But the issue is that now they're talking about some SWAT, SWAT, which is the Special Weapons and Tactic Team. So people are like, we don't want SWAT. We don't want to swap out a SARS for SWAT. They're going to be doing the same thing, just a different name. They're not going to be helping us. We don't want any of it. We want it to be done. We need police reform. We need to cancel out departments that are not working, who are doing terrible things like SARS, and we need a reform. So this is really reminding me a lot of the Black Lives Matter movement that's happening in America. I see a lot of parallels in terms of, police, people are saying defund the police, people are saying police reform. We just need a bunch of, it's so many, there's no clear-cut solution. There's no one way to fix it. It is a very complex issue. It's been going on for years, and people don't want to be real. People love power. There's a reason why people are doing the things they're doing. They don't want to let go of their power. Once they're in power, these policemen, they're used to doing certain things. They're taking money from people. They're doing crazy, violent things, torturing people. It's the power. These people are power hungry. So to just get rid of them, it's not going to happen overnight. They're gonna fight for this, they're gonna fight. So don't want to rant. I'm on a rant. Don't want it to be too long, but let me know how you feel about this topic, SARS. Any new information? I know things are changing so quickly, so rapidly regarding this whole SARS and SARS movement in Nigeria. Let me know how you feel about it. Do you believe that we're going to have a Nigerian revolution as a result of this? Do you believe it's going to be an African revolution? I think, because I'm sure that of all the 54 countries in Africa, it's not only Nigeria that has a police squad who is doing terrible things. I'm sure that there are other things happening in other countries, and maybe people will have the momentum. They see people protest in Nigeria. They'll have the momentum. They'll want to now rally regarding what's going wrong in their country. And I think a big part of this, before I close, is the normalization. When I go to somewhere like Nigeria, I feel like a lot of negative and bad behavior is so normalized. People are used to doing certain things. Where I'm used to driving a car in Nigeria and stopping when you see some self-proclaimed police and giving them bribes because you just want to get to your next destination. We have normalized so much negative things, especially in a country like Nigeria, that people are going to realize there's so many things we need to fight for. There's so many things we need to protest about. And so that's why I personally believe that this SARS movement is a beginning of a revolution, a Nigerian revolution, an African revolution. I don't think it's going to stop with SARS, to be honest. I think that is going to be just a start of a beautiful turning point for Nigeria and the continent of Africa. My issue comes down to, would it be bloodshed? I don't believe in war. I don't want to have innocent young people's lives taken, but it may be worth that sacrifice, because the way things are going, everyone shouldn't feel as if the only way they could be successful is to leave Nigeria. They have to go abroad. They have to relocate. It's not fair. People should be able to live in their country, feel safe, feel like their government, their leaders care about them. They elect them into office to take care of them. They elect them into office to look over them. You're not electing people into office to hurt you. It doesn't make any type of sense. But let's chat in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you in our next video. Bye.